Gentlemen, if you haven't had a strong erection in months or even years, don't blame your age just yet. Because in my practice, I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even their 80s achieve firm, full erections again without a single pill. How? By unlocking blood flow where it matters most. And here's the shock. For many of them, the secret wasn't in a drugstore. It was in their fridge. You see, just 4 fruits, yes, fruits, have been shown to help unclog the tiny blood vessels in the penis. The very same vessels that lose function first as weege. When you restore blood flow there, everything changes. Energy, intimacy, confidence, and for some men, their penis starts feeling like it did when they were 18. I am Doctor, a board-certified urologist and men's health specialist, with over 30 years of experience helping men reclaim their performance naturally. I've worked with veterans, retirees, husbands, and grandfathers across America, and what I'll share with you today has helped many of them regain the intimacy they thought was lost forever. Now, here's the surprising part. It's not low testosterone that's ruining your performance. It's not even aging. In most cases, it's poor circulation. And the good news, it can often be improved, sometimes dramatically, just by changing what you eat. These 4 fruits can help boost nitric oxide, cleanse artery walls, and improve sensitivity and function without drugs, needles, or side effects. So stay with me because in just a moment, I'll reveal all 4 fruits, how they work, and which one delivers results in under 30 minutes. Before we dive into these powerful fruits that can restore circulation and revive intimacy, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell, so you never miss a science-backed health tip. Made specifically for men over 60, and if you're excited to take back control of your vitality, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I'm here to improve and your feedback matters. Alright, let's start with the truth most men never hear because this first point lays the foundation for everything. If your erections have gotten weaker over time, it's not just age. In fact, what's happening inside your blood vessels might be the real reason things have changed in the bedroom. 1. The real reason erections get weaker after 60. It's not just aging get weaker after 60. It's not just aging. Over the years, I've sat across from hundreds, maybe thousands of men who look me in the eye and ask, "Doc, is it normal to not feel like a man anymore?" And my heart always aches a little when I hear that, because too many of them have been told the same old lie. It's just your age. But the truth is, age isn't the real problem, not by itself. What's actually happening is this. Your blood vessels, especially the ones in the penis, are beginning to narrow. They're getting stiff, not flexible like they used to be. And that's a big deal because a healthy erection requires rapid, strong blood flow. When those satiny vessels start clogging up, blood can't reach the penis the way it should. And without blood, there's no firmness, no sensation, no performance. Now, here's the part most men don't know. The arteries in the penis are some of the smallest in your body. That means they're often the first to get blocked. Long before you ever have a heart attack or a stroke, your body starts whispering that something's wrong through changes in your intimacy. And if you ignore those whispers, they eventually become shouts. But here's the hopeful part. If poor circulation is the root of the problem, then restoring circulation can be the beginning of the solution. You don't need to accept decline. You can fight back naturally. And that's where food becomes medicine. Because, up next, I'm going to show you 4 everyday fruits. Yes, simple fruits that have the power to support circulation, clear out clogged vessels, and help bring your body and your confidence back online. The first one is so powerful, some call it nature's Viagra. Let's take a look. 2. Meet the 4 fruits that naturally improve circulation and intimacy. 4 fruits that naturally improve circulation and intimacy. When I first started practicing urology, I was trained, like most doctors, to focus on medications, surgeries, and prescriptions. But over the years, I noticed something interesting. Some of my older patients, men well into their 60s or 70s, were doing surprisingly well. They had energy, stamina, intimacy. And when I asked what they were doing differently, the answers were almost always simple, natural, and honest. Doc, I just changed what I eat. I started walking every morning. My wife makes me drink this juice every day. That's when I began looking deeper into nutrition, especially how certain foods affect male performance and blood flow. What I found changed the way I treat my patients to this day. There are 4 specific fruits I know recommend to almost every man over 60 who comes to me with circulation or intimacy issues. These fruits aren't exotic or hard to find. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on supplements or powders from the internet. These are everyday affordable fruits you can find in nearly any grocery store in America, yet they contain powerful plant compounds, flavonoids, polyphenols, antioxidants that support the inner lining of your blood vessels and help your body produce more nitric oxide, which is absolutely essential for healthy erections. And what's even better, they don't just help your sex life. They support your heart, your brain, your mood, even your sleep. That's the beauty of real food. When you nourish the body, everything starts working together again. So in the next few minutes, I'll walk you through each of these 4 fruits, starting with the one I call the blood flow fruit. It's sweet, deep red, and backed by clinical research. Most men overlook it, but I'll show you why you shouldn't. Let's talk about the first stone. 3. Fruit number 1, pomegranate. The natural Viagra for older men pomegranate. The natural Viagra for older men. I still remember one of my patients. Let's call him George. He was 68, divorced, and starting to date again after many years. But he came into my office with his head down, embarrassed. "Doc," he said, "everything's working except that." He pointed down, frustrated and confused. He didn't want pills. He didn't want side effects. He just wanted to feel like himself again. That's when I introduced him to something I call nature's Viagra, pomegranate. Now, this isn't a miracle cure or some magic trick. It's simple science. Pomegranate is loaded with antioxidants, especially one called punicin, which supports nitric oxide levels in the body. And nitric oxide is what tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing more blood to flow where you need it most. When blood flow improves, so does firmness, so does sensitivity. And for many men, so does confidence. One study found that men who drank a glass of pomegranate juice daily showed measurable improvements in erection quality. But beyond the performance benefits, this fruit also helps lower inflammation, protect the prostate, and support heart health. 3 critical concerns for men over 60. George started drinking a small glass of pure pomegranate juice with his lunch every day. Within weeks, he returned to my office, smiling. "Doc, it's working and I didn't need a prescription." That's the power of this fruit. It works quietly, consistently, and without side effects. You can enjoy it as juice, eat the seeds, or even add it to a smoothie. Now, while pomegranate is powerful, the next fruit on my list does something even more surprising. It contains a natural amino acid that your body transforms into a blood flow booster. And when timed right, it can kick in within 30 minutes. Let me show you what it is. 4. Fruit number 2, watermelon, nature's L-citrulline booster watermelon. Nature's L-citrulline booster. A few summers ago, I was visiting my parents in Texas. It was hot, brutally hot, and after working in the yard with my father, he brought out 2 big slices of watermelon. As we sat on the porch sweeting and laughing, he said, "You know, this stuff always made me feel like a new man." I smiled, not thinking much of it. But later that evening, I started digging into the science, and what I discovered blew me away. Watermelon isn't just a refreshing fruit. It's packed with a natural compound called L-citrulline. Your body takes L-citrulline and converts it into L-arginine, which then boosts nitric oxide, the very chemical responsible for relaxing blood vessels and increasing blood flow. And this isn't just theory. Studies have shown that men who supplement with L-citrulline often experience firmer, more sustainable erections, especially when taken consistently. But here's what makes watermelon unique. The L-citrulline it contains is naturally balanced with water, electrolytes, and antioxidants. It hydrates, supports circulation, and helps reduce blood pressure, all without pills or powders. I had a patient in his 70s, a retired police officer, who told me he started eating a bowl of watermelon at night instead of dessert. Within a few weeks, he noticed a difference, not just in performance, but in energy and sleep quality too. This fruit works best when it becomes part of your routine. Enjoy a few slices in the evening, blend it into a smoothie, eat it chilled after a walk. It's simple, delicious, and backed by science. But what if I told you there's an even smaller fruit, one you've probably had 1,000 times, that contains a rare antioxidant shown to improve both testosterone and blood flow? It's overlooked by most men, but once you understand how it works, you'll never see it the same way again. Let's talk about it next. 5. Fruit. Number 3, black grapes. Tiny fruit, big circulation impact. 3. Black grapes, tiny fruit, big circulation impact. I'll never forget a patient named Howard. He was 73, soft-spoken, and had been married for nearly 50 years. He came to see me not because of performance issues, at least not at first, but because he was feeling tired, moody, and disconnected from his wife. He thought it was just part of getting older. But as we talked, it became clear his energy, confidence, and intimacy had all taken a hit. And that's when we made a simple change. He started adding a small handful of black grapes to his daily routine. Black grapes may not look like much, but they pack a punch when it comes to supporting male health. The secret lies in a powerful antioxidant called resveratrol. This compound helps relax the blood vessels, improve endothelial function, and even support healthy testosterone levels, all crucial for men over 60. Resveratrol also helps reduce oxidative stress, one of the hidden culprits behind inflammation and poor circulation. And unlike supplements that come with side effects, black grapes are gentle on the body and easy to enjoy. A cup a day, fresh or frozen, can make a real difference over time. Howard started eating them in the afternoon, just a small snack between meals.
Within a month, his mood improved, his energy came back. And yes, his intimacy with his wife returned as well. He told me, "Doc, it's like someone flipped the lights back on. That's what I love about food. It doesn't just help physically, it brings you
back to life in ways you didn't expect." Now, the next fruit I want to share is one you've likely had for breakfast, but never realized how powerful it really is. It works like a gentle cleanser for your arteries, and when used consistently, it can help restore blood flow from the inside out. Let's take a look. 6. Fruit number 4. Citrus fruit, number 4. Citrus fruits. Clearing arteries from the inside fruits. Clearing arteries from the inside. Years ago, one of my longtime patients, a retired Navy engineer named Bill, came into my office holding a notebook filled with everything he ate, drank, and did each day. He was determined to feel better without relying on more pills. As we looked through his habits, one thing stood out. Every morning, he had a glass of fresh squeezed orange juice, not from concentrate, not from a carton, the real thing. And I smiled because he was unknowingly doing something incredibly smart. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes are among the most underrated tools for restoring healthy circulation. They're rich in flavonoids, especially one called peridin, which helps strengthen blood vessel walls, reduce inflammation, and improve arterial flexibility. That means better blood flow not just to the heart or brain, but to the lower body where so many older men experience problems. Citrus also supports healthy blood pressure and reduces oxidative stress, both of which are critical for long-term vascular health. I often tell my patients, your arteries are like garden hoses. The cleaner and more flexible they are, the better the flow. Bill didn't change much, but over time, he felt lighter, clearer, and more energetic. He even told me his morning walks became easier and his evenings more satisfying. Sometimes it really is the small daily rituals that change everything. If you want to start simply, slice up an orange with breakfast. Add lemon to your water. Make grapefruit part of your lunch. These aren't just fruits. They're quiet protectors working behind the scenes to keep your blood flowing smoothly. But while fruits can do wonders, they work even better when paired with the right daily habits. In the next part, I'll show you simple lifestyle shifts that supercharge everything we've discussed. No gyms, no crazy routines, just smart moves that fit your life. Let's get into it. 7. Supporting habits. Boost the benefits of these. Fruits habits. Boost the benefits of these fruits. Over the years, I've learned something important from my patients. It's not just what you eat that matters. It's what you do every day that shapes how you feel. You can eat all the right fruits, but if the rest of your lifestyle works against you, the results may never come. That's why I always encourage men to think beyond the plate and look at the simple habits that quietly support better circulation, better energy, and yes, better intimacy. Start with movement.
I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, just walking. A 20-minute walk each day helps increase blood flow, reduce stiffness in your arteries, and support heart health. I had one patient in his late 60s who started walking after
breakfast and again after dinner. Within a few weeks, his blood pressure improved, and he noticed more fullness during arousal without changing anything else. Hydration is another silent hero. Blood is 90% water. If you're dehydrated, circulation suffers. Most men over 60 don't drink enough. Aim for a few glasses of water throughout the day, especially in the morning. Then there's sleep. Testosterone, blood pressure, diazo, and vascular repair all happen while you rest. Poor sleep quietly steals your vitality, your libido, and your motivation. If you snore, feel groggy during the day, or struggle to stay asleep, it's worth talking to your doctor. Finally, limit processed meats, fried foods, and excessive alcohol. This damage the endothelial lining of your arteries, the same lining the fruits we've discussed are trying to protect. The good news is, none of these changes require perfection. They just need consistency. Small efforts done daily can create powerful shifts in your health. And now that you've seen the fruits and the habits, you might be wondering, how long does it take to see results? What can you realistically expect if you start today? In the final message, I'll answer those questions and share one simple mindset that can change everything. Closing message, doctor to patient 8. Closing message, doctor to patient. If you've made it this far, I want to take a moment to speak to you, not as a doctor, but as someone who genuinely cares about what you're going through. Because I know for many men, this topic isn't easy to talk about. Losing that sense of power, of closeness, of being able to perform. It's not just physical. It touches your pride, your relationships, even your identity. And too often, men suffer in silence, thinking it's just a part of getting older. But now you know the truth. Weakening erections after 60 aren't always about aging. They're about circulation, and circulation can be supported. It can be improved through food, through movement, through simple daily habits that respect the body you've built over a lifetime. You've learned about 4 powerful fruits: pomegranate, watermelon, black grapes, and citrus. Each one has its own way of restoring blood flow, nourishing your arteries and helping you feel more like the man you remember. And when paired with small shifts, daily walks, better sleep, staying hydrated, and cutting back on artery-damaging foods, you create the conditions for healing. Real, lasting healing. I've seen it with my own eyes. Men who thought it was over, who felt ashamed, disconnected, or broken, come back to life. I've seen the spark return in their eyes, the strength in their voices, and the confidence in their steps. Not from magic pills, but from honoring their body with the right tools. And if they can do it, so can you. You're not too old, it's not too late, and you haven't lost your chance. Start small. Start today. Because the moment you choose to take control of your circulation is the moment everything starts changing from the inside out. Now, If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Subscribe for more advice made just for you, and leave a comment below. Tell me which of these fruits you're going to try first. I'll be reading. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it. It helps more men like you discover this life-changing information. Share it with a friend, a brother, or anyone who could benefit from feeling stronger and more confident again. And don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your story or answer your questions directly. If you'd like to support this channel and help me continue creating content made just for you, consider donating through the link in the description. Every bit helps, and I truly appreciate it. You're not alone on this journey. Let's move forward together, all.